Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is actually going to be cutting it in the ATL season 1. This is episode 6 and 7. Okay, now I'm going to be very honest with you all. I had some thoughts about this series because last week, whenever episode 6 aired, I watched it. But it was just stomped down fucking boring. It really was. It was boring. It didn't bring anything. That episode was literally, I would even call it a filler episode. It brought nothing to the table at all. So, as far as I was concerned, there was nothing to talk about, so I didn't do a review because there was nothing to talk about, and I wasn't going to sit around and try to make up something to talk about. That's just a waste of my time and yours. So, but you guys, y'all weren't going for that. Y'all wanted to know where was the review. So, I'm just going to go on and add this in here. The one, I went back over to watch that mess of an episode again. And the one thing that did take place, there was a meeting with Musia and Deedra where Musia is just an asshole. And she just, I don't even know if you could even call it a meeting. They got together and Musia just acted foolish and got up and stormed out, and she was Musia. She was the same thing that I've been saying all along about Musia. She was just really stupid. She didn't really want to talk. She just literally got up there and just carried on and stormed her ass on out of there. Anyway, so let's move on. So this is what went on in episode 7. First, you got Maya and Deedra. Deidre goes to Maya's house. And they're going to sit down and talk and everything. As we go on, it's becoming harder and harder to deal with Maya. Maya really, really wants people to kiss her ass, and it just bothers me. She's moving on with all this foolishness. Last week on episode 6, she was going through this whole thing about wanting to have a baby as well. Anyway, and they're just throwing that shit in there. Because this is not even what the show's about. The show's about your business and hairdressing. So, all that personal shit, they're just throwing that in. But anyway, moving forward. So, she spent the whole meeting with Deidre, which was very aggravating to me, and I told you all that about that before, trying to psychoanalyze her. She did. And then she was upset that Deidre wouldn't fall into it and allow it to go on. And I don't blame Deidre. Fuck them bitches. Fuck them. It's becoming a whole thing now. Pay attention. Y'all want to pin everything on Deidre, but Deidre can't fight by herself. Deidre can't argue by herself. Deidre's not one of them crazy bitches that's fucking with herself to get herself to argue. There's 3 other crazy whores that are involved. And they do shit to get Deidre started. And she doesn't react the way I guess they want her to react. She don't let you keep fucking with her. She lets them the fuck have it. And then when need be, she beats their ass. She told you that. She's proven it to you. She showed it to you. And it ain't nothing new. It's become old news at this point. Now, why you keep fucking with her is beyond me. I don't get it. She's not showing you a new wardrobe. She keeps showing you the same old clothes, baby. So I don't understand it. But here we go back again at Maya's house. She's doing all this and, you didn't act ladylike and this, that, and the other. Were you ladylike, bitch? When you were sitting at the table with the guy talking about going up in your pussy at a business meeting? Were you ladylike then, Maya, bitch? Foolishness. Are you ladylike in all the confessionals when they watch all this shit back? And see that you've talked about them all like they were all crazy? Were you ladylike then? Ridiculous. She is. She's very getting harder and harder to watch. She really think her ass weighs a ton. Just a fucking mess. She's getting on my motherfucking nerves. But anyway, moving on. Beauty does a oh, no, I don't want to move on yet. Let's go back. That motherfucking Maya, she literally, if you paid attention, she kind of like threw Deedra out of her house. I don't know if you all caught that. You know, with her good ladylike acting ass. She basically, when Deedra didn't agree to allow her to down talk her and say, oh yes, Maya, it's me. I'm just all fucked up. You know, I deserve to be thrown into the river. You know, when she didn't say that, she basically put her out of her house. I don't know if y'all caught that or not. Y'all go on down in them comments and deal with that, because I know y'all have something to say. You know, I'm always accused of being mean on this show for whatever reason. I'm accused of being mean. I don't like African people and all this kind of crazy shit that I get accused of on this review for this show. I don't get it, but whatever. Go on down in the comments and y'all tell me that you think I'm mean and you don't think that that's what happened. Trust me, I watch the shows usually twice before I even review. I know what I'm talking about. She threw her the fuck out. Anyway, moving on. Beauty goes and has an interview on the radio station. It's just further convinced me that Beauty is a goon. That's all I even have to say about that interview. She's a goon. Next we got Maya, Beauty, and Musia. They all get together. They go out to a hookah bar. And wouldn't you know it, they spend half the time talking about Deedra. Talking about Deedra, honey. Then, I want you to pay attention. Real close attention. Musia is a liar. Okay? She's a liar. She's a story fabricator. And just a make-it-up shit-ass bitch. She literally was carrying on telling them about her meeting with Deedra. I understand editing and different things like that. But some of the things she was saying just didn't even fucking happen. Some of the height of the conversation that she was talking about didn't even happen. She's a liar. And I told you all before, go look her up on YouTube and just watch her. She don't give a good interview either. She's a goon too. She's a goon. Absolutely. And we see her and her husband later on in this episode. She's an opportunist and a copycat too. All the things that they say about other people. She done went and found her own little idea off of the idea of what Maya's doing. So instead of actually wanting to get into business with Maya, she's decided she's going to do the same type of business as Maya. She'll create her own. Excuse me. Pardon me, y'all. Excuse me. She's decided to create her own hairline. Some kind of curly hair, just some shit. I just don't get it. I'm like, okay, but anyway, she gives a bad interview. Her and her husband was real corny doing this. It's supposed to have been a consultation, but it wasn't nothing but a damn infomercial for this new, I can't even remember what the fuck she called that hair. It was ugly as hell, but whatever. So she does that little thing. Maya, at that point, invited Musia and Beauty to her birthday party and told them, you can't, Deedra's not coming and you can't bring her. And of course, Musia is a shitstorm. She gonna say, well, maybe I might just bring her. I said, and Maya was looking kind of concerned, like, because you can't control Musia. She just does all kind of shit. And as soon as she ain't with him, she talks about the other one real bad. She's real bad with that. Like, if you watch her, as soon as somebody ain't around, she talks about them bad. Meanwhile, she's always popping pills and drinking. And she did confided in them about her wanting to have the kids and all this kind of carrying on. Her fertility issues. And, of course, they don't even agree with her. They're telling her, no, you need a man to have a baby, because, they're all idiots. So they had that whole thing going on. They're idiots. Beauty invested $10,000 into her company. And first she just held the check. And then told she basically wanted her to kiss her ass. She wanted the $10,000 check, and she needed to have the imprint of her lips on her ass as well. Maya went pole dance with Musia at one point, and got on my nerves really, really bad. She got on my nerves pretending like she don't know. Oh, I don't know how to do this, and oh, I don't know how to do that, and oh, I can't lift my legs up like that. Oh, girl, listen. Go sit down. Go sit down. Please. Go sit down. If you've never had good dick, go get some. Stop all this bullshit. Like you're so fucking innocent, bitch. Not many pills as you take. Not many pills as you take, and as easily as you fit into that scene last week with that man speaking to you inappropriately, we know you, honey. You've had a stiff one waved in your face before. Go sit down. So she got on my nerves, but the girl who was teaching the pole dancing class was bad. I loved the way she was teaching her class. She was real groovy. And even when there were comments made about strippers, she just kind of let it just blow off her shoulders because they were inappropriate comments. But she was bad. I thought the girl who taught the class was bad. She really, really was. So kudos to her. I hope a lot of people actually see the show and actually goes out to her place and gives her a play. Because she was really, really good at what she did. I was really impressed watching her. Deedra did something good in this episode too. She brought in a weave specialist named Trey Styles. He came in to help her brush up on her weaving techniques and things like that. And I thought that was very smart. That was a very smart business move, which is the last thing that we're seeing on here. And it's the thing that we're supposed to be seeing. I thought that was a good move. It was a good look for Deedra. You actually said, I don't do this, but I need to go ahead and do this. There's some money over here that I might want to tap into, but I know I need to brush up my skills. And I thought that was fair. So she went ahead and showed that and let that be shown on camera. That's a good look because there has been so much bad, or what's supposed to be bad, shown about Deedra on her. She's catching the blunt of everything. Everybody wants to be on team hate Deedra, but I don't know why. I really don't. I like Deedra, but, it was good. It was good. And the guy, he's funny as hell. When that motherfucker said, he said, I don't do. He was doing this girl, braid this girl's hair and showing her where to put the stitches and all this. He said, listen, I don't do that 4 braid to the back, $50 weave stuff. He gonna say, ain't that Folgers in your cup? I about pissed on myself. I cracked up. I said, oh, he's a mess. They need him to come on. Now that's the little gay friend that she need to have come on the show every week because he looked like he got a bunch of one-liners. Honey, I cracked up. I said, oh, yeah, I kind of like him. Eddie was a weaving motherfucker. He put them braids in. Them braids was kissing, baby. And that weave was up in there, baby. You ain't see those stitches? Yeah, he was a weaving ass. I said, come on now. You come on through, Mr. Styles. Yeah, I was impressed with him. She really pulled in the big guns to get her little skill set up. That's what I'm talking about, girl. Put your money where your mouth is. Get what you need and don't be fucking nobody up. So that was, I enjoyed that part of the show. LaKenya, y'all know I don't like LaKenya. She was shadowing Maya, doing some business things. That was pretty cool. Maya was dragging her around with her, but, she's showing her different things that she's doing with her business, but she ain't showing her enough to be able to undercut her. She ain't showing her nothing that she need to know. She need to know about opening up a salon, and you showing her about manufacturing products. That bitch ain't got $10 for a trip to McDonald's. So you're really not showing her anything that she needs. but you're pretending to be her new mentor and everything. You're basically just using her as another vehicle by which to talk about these other ladies. And there's one other thing that I caught with that goddamn Maya. Maya made a comment to Deedra about her. She said, you know, you don't get along with women and this, that, thing, and the other. And Deedra told her, honey, I'm grown. I am grown. I don't need no other bitch to validate me. You know, I don't need to be trying to be nobody's friend. I'm good by myself. And I got my circle of friends. She'll say, well, how big is that circle? She said, oh, it's very small, maybe 1 or 2 people, which is the truth. Which is the truth. If you got more than 2 or 2 friends, somebody's lying. But anyway, so, you know, you have a lot of associates. But again, if you got more than 2 actual friends, you're the one that's confused. You don't. You don't. Someone's lying. Somebody's not who they say they are. But anyway, y'all can get out in the comments about that too, because I'm sure that one ain't just gonna blow on over. But anyway, let's see. Oh, circle of friends. So she says, tells her how small that is, that there's something wrong with that. Now I have another question. Maya, how big is your circle of friends, bitch? Because when you said you were just so stressed that you need to go out and have a drink because of all the drama that you had just went through with Deedra, you called Beauty and Musia. Them bitches ain't your friend. Those bitches are not your friends. So how big is your circle of friends, sweetheart? Watch what you say, dumbass. Anyway, moving on. Last thing, Deedra was doing her client. I told her client, girl, I found something that's going to blow the top off this shit. And she showed her on her little iPad, and it looked like a bug shot of Maya. So we got to wait till next week to see what's really going on. I think Deedra's going to actually show up at Maya's party. And I think she's going to lower the boom on her ass. But yeah, it looked like a mug shot. So that's now we're back up to speed. This is where we're at, cutting in ATL. I hope this is, it looks like they're going to pick back up to where we were. Yeah, I think we're going to pick up to where we were. I think I got it all in. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I think we're going to go back to where we were, where there was some things that were actually unfolding each week and not just making everybody look like they all were in high school. So we're going to give it another shot, y'all. We're going to give it another shot. They almost lost me. But all right, thumbs up, thumbs down. You guys know how that works. I am so tired, y'all. You all know. I'm pumping these little videos out for y'all, but I'm just as tired as I can actually be. All right. I love you guys. I will talk with you soon. Bye, guys.